Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. It is the end of the month, which means it is time for my empties. Yay! Okay, so something, look, I didn't use up a lot in March, but something I did use quite a bit of very recently is sheet masks and an eye patch thingy. So this one here is the Etude House Collagen eye patch, and okay, so a little bit of an explanation about this stuff, because you guys probably know I've mentioned so many times, like, I have so many sheet masks and I never use them. I've got to use them. I wasn't really good at using up sheet masks this month. I wasn't like, oh, look how well I did. No, I've been dealing with like adjustments to a retinol product, and I had like the skin that was like just coming off. It was coming off my face. It was like dandruff on my face. So to combat that, I've been using a lot of hydrating products, and I've been using sheet masks as like a sort of like a prolonged intense hydration before I go in with my skincare, basically. So the eye mask, I've been using eye masks in the morning after I, like, you know, wash my face and I'm getting ready for the day. I'll use an eye mask to help hydrate under my eyes. These ones in particular I actually used under my eyes before I applied my retinol, and the reason I did that was because I've been trying to avoid getting the retinol like under my eyes, because I do use a retinol eye cream, so I don't need more retinol there. I digress a little bit. I do suspect that the retinol eye cream I'm using is just not very good, because I haven't seen any changes, and I've been using that product for a long time. Anyway, so using the retinol, and my skin's going through the retinol uglies, and I was still managing to get the other retinol product under my eyes. So I was having some peeling under my eyes, and it was quite bad at one stage, and I was like, I really need to avoid getting more retinol under my eyes. I need to let them adjust. Like, the retinol product that I use is the Glyco Retinol Booster. It's an oil, and I actually I plan on using that under my eyes when my eye cream is done, because it's a good retinol product and it's quite gentle and I really like it. But I was at a point where I was like, I need to really try and prevent putting more retinol under my eyes because it's getting too much. And I was struggling to do that because I don't know, I'm clearly not fucking careful enough when I'm applying my retinol. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna use an eye patch. I'll put on eye patches, I'll put on my retinol, I'll put on the rest of my skincare, and then I'll go in, take off the eye patch and go in with my eye cream. So that's what I use these for. It works really well. And I've been using some others from like multi-packs of eye sheet things, which is why they're not in my empties. But this was just an individual pack. I thought these were nice and they offered some really nice hydration while I was going through that process of applying my other skincare. So I did like them. But it's not like I didn't take these off and go, oh fuck, something amazing happened while these were on, I have to buy more. I'd be more inclined to try something new rather than repurchase these, but they weren't bad. If I could get like a big pack of these on sale, I'd totally buy them. They were good. Okay, sheet masks. I've got, how many have I got? I've got 6. So I have, how am I going to do this really quickly? Okay, so I used all of these sheet masks for one purpose, and that was, like I said, to hydrate. And it's very windy outside. Can you stop being windy? I'm trying to film. I suspect they will be able to hear your windiness. Anyway, I use these sheet masks to hydrate my skin, and yeah, for that they were all good. They they did a good job. Two that I particularly really enjoyed while my skin was going through this stuff were the Leaders Aloe Soothing. So these are really good hydration, but they're also like they've got aloe in them, so they soothe the skin when it's a little bit upset. And there was a time where my skin was a little bit upset, so they were really nice. I enjoyed them. In the past, I've not been like, wow, these are amazing. They're average sheet masks, but when your skin is looking for something in particular, I actually found these to be really nice. So there we go. Feelings change. Would I buy them again if I was going through a crazy retinol thing? Yeah, I actually would, but I wouldn't buy them for just general use because I don't feel like my skin gets much out of them. Another two that were really nice hydrating sheet masks are these guys. So I've got the Y.E.T Mermaid Moisturising Mask, and I have the Sasatine Green Caviar Mask. Both hydrators, both quite nice, both fairly affordable. Two that I didn't like them, but it's not because they weren't good hydrating masks. So I've got the SNP Animal Otter Sheet Face Mask, and I've got the Creer Beauty Sailor Moon Mask, or one of the Sailor Moon masks. These are both like print masks, so when you put them on, they've got like a print on them. This one was an otter, and this one was the Sailor Moon cat. Very cute. What I didn't like about this one was the texture of the mask is quite thick and stiff, and it just didn't conform to the face well. I found it was sort of like lifting in certain spots, and I was constantly pushing it back into place, and it annoyed the shit out of me. So I would not buy any more of these SNP like print masks. This one was thinner, so it conformed better, but what? Okay, I think this is a cute touch. On the mask, you can see this is what the mask looks like down here. You can see it's got little ears, and the mask had ears, and it's cute. Don't get me wrong, like I get it. I think it's cute. It's a nice touch, but I don't need bits of sheet mask sitting up here and flopping around and sitting in my hair and annoying the shit out of me. So I basically folded them down. I was like, just fucking do your job, all right? My skin is dry and uncomfortable, and I don't need to be frustrated any further. So I wouldn't buy this one because I don't need the damn ears to be annoying me when I'm already annoyed and uncomfortable, basically. That makes sense. But those masks are very nice, and I would buy more Creer Beauty masks. They're good, and I've used others in the past. Okay, here's a packet of things. These are the Real Care square cotton pads. I buy like heaps of these when I go to a beauty trade store just to stock up. There's like 120 in a bag. I use them regularly. They're good. I would buy more. Okay, I have Fun from Lush. This is it's the blue one. I know that, but I don't know, does it have a particular, no, I don't know. Anyway, this is lavender, chamomile, and chamomile blue essential oils. I actually, okay, in terms of the scent, I liked it. It didn't cause me any issues. If you didn't know, lavender can often give me migraines. This one didn't, which was really nice. So I finished it up. My issue with Fun is that it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's actually like, they call it Play-Doh for the bath, and that's exactly what it is. But the problem is, you go through it so quickly. Like, I went through this big tub. I'm pretty sure these are the biggest tubs you can buy from Fun, and then they have like a smaller one. I went through this in like 2 weeks. Could you imagine if you gave this to a child and they're like, I want to use Fun in the bath, and you're giving them a bath like potentially every day, because, you know, kids can get a little bit grubby with the playing and the eating and the stuff, and they're like, I want Fun, and you're like, fine, take the fucking Fun, just shut up and let me give you a bath. You would go through this stuff in a week. Like, I went through this so quickly. If you gave this to a kid, it would be gone like that. I don't hate this product. I just wouldn't buy it for me because I go through it so quickly and I don't think it's that great. And I would never introduce my child to it because it would send me broke. Okay, Frank Provost. This is the Oleo Supreme Shampoo and Conditioner. I really like these. They're lovely. My hair loves them. They are for very dry and sensitive hair. They're silicone free. My hair responds really well. And apparently, I think my mum really loved them too because I went to use these one day and they were completely empty. And they shouldn't have been because I didn't finish them. I would 100% buy these again. I like the Frank Provost line, and I would specifically buy these little ones for travel because they're like, they don't take up much space. They're great. Do enjoy. Would recommend. Would buy again. Okay, let's take this guy. This is the BioEffect Micellar Cleansing Water. I like this stuff. It is micellar cleansing water. It's quite effective, gentle on skin, which is great. Can be a bit in the eyes if you get too much in there, for me personally. This is very expensive micellar water, okay? Now I know I have, why are you so windy? Shush, trees. So I know I have some viewers who really love the bougie skincare, and I get it. I love it too. So this is one of those things where I'm like, this is makeup remover and it's really expensive and you do not need to buy this, okay? There is nothing about this that is special or extra or amazing. Actually, in terms of extra, the price is extra compared to a lot of others on the market. But if you are someone who likes to buy luxe skincare and you want a luxe makeup remover, there you go. You can, BioEffect will hook you up. But in terms of it actually working, it works. It's a good cleanser. So that's all I can say about it. It's a makeup remover and it's really expensive, but I like it. So there we go. Okay, what have I got? What have I got? I have a mask. This is the Sonia Orts Radiance mask. So this is a mud mask and it's a powder. You mix it with water and put it on your face. I quite like this. It's a nice mask. I was using this at the start of the month just to like use it up because I'd had it sitting around for so long and there wasn't much in there. And I sort of, in March, I'd made this like little plan in my head where I was like, okay, I know I've got, oh my God, guys, I'm about to go on another rant. We'll come back to Sonia Orts in a second. Today I have sat in this filming space for quite a few hours, I'd say about 4 hours, and I don't know how they're getting in here. But flies, I've got all of the doors closed and I have just spotted and I'm about to kill my 7th fly. Where are you coming from? I don't understand how they're getting in here. They must be coming through a gap between the garage roof and the garage door. I'm gonna do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's infuriating me. I'm also very upset because in the process of killing one of the flies, I killed my resident daddy longlegs. I'm not happy. Like, I'm rage outburst. Back to Sonia Orts. Okay, so Sonia Orts Radiance mask. In March, I was like, I'm gonna use up as many masks as I can this month because I have a whole bunch of mud masks that have just like half used and sitting around, and some of them are like, they're almost done. I should try and finish them. So I focused on the Sonia Orts, got that done. Skin started to respond to retinol and I was like, oh shit, can't use mud masks for a little while. So this one I managed to finish, but I didn't manage to finish any others. So hopefully when my skin has got itself sorted out, I'll be able to use some up and get through them. Another thing I used up right at the start of the month was this guy. It was the Derma E Microdermabrasion scrub. This stuff, guys, This stuff's amazing. So I got this at Priceline ages ago. I don't know if they still stock this brand, but essentially this is like a cream scrub. It's like a solid cream, if that makes sense. Sort of like a cream balm hybrid, sort of. And it has like crazy amounts of like tiny microparticles of scrubby goodness. I love this stuff. It is amazing. I would 100% repurchase this stuff. It's fantastic. I love it, and I loved it like start to finish. The first time I used it, I still remember I was blown away. I was like, holy moly, this stuff is really good. And every time I used it, I loved it. There was even a time where I was squirreling this away, like, no, don't use it up, because you can't justify buying more scrubs because you've got so many, but this is the best one. And I mean, you know, I've got my scrub collection down a little bit. I do have some other really amazing scrubs that I can use, but this one I would absolutely repurchase, and I would even be willing to try more things from the Derma E brand, because this one was fab. Okay, what's this? Freeze Frame. Okay, so this is the non-surgical breast enhancer. It's a moisturizer. I used it on my boobs for probably about 2 months straight, and then I finished it on my body because I was like, you do nothing and you fucking annoy me. And it fucking annoys me because I don't want to be like, okay, I've got one moisturizer for my boobs and then I've got another moisturizer for the rest of my body. I cannot be bothered. It did nothing for me. There was no non-surgical breast enhancing happening. It was just a damn moisturizer. I would not go there again. Daiso Puff and Sponge. You guys know I love this stuff. I have like 100 of them in my bedroom. Not really, but I've got like 2 cartons of them. Okay, like cases, like the actual display cases at Daiso, like the boxes they come in. I've got 2. I love it. It's great. It's good shit. Dr. Jart. This is the Ceramidin hand cream. This is lovely. If you need a really good hand cream, I might see if I can get some more out. If you need a really good hand cream in your life, I would highly recommend trying to, oh, look at that. I would highly recommend trying to get some of this. So this is a hand cream. It's, you know, I believe the whole Ceramidin range is like a ceramide range from Dr. Jart. It smells a little bit herbal, but like fresh herbal, and it absorbs beautifully into the hands. It's non-greasy. It's so good, and it's actually hydrating. Like, there's a lot of hand creams on the market that are much like lip balms, where you use them and it'll give you like this either greasy coating on the hands to make them feel more comfortable but not actually hydrate the skin, or they just don't really do jack shit. They make you feel good for a little while, and then you need to use a hand cream again and again and again because it's not actually helping the issue. This stuff actually helps. It actually makes your hands more hydrated. It's great. I love it. I would 10 out of 10 purchase that stuff again. We're getting close to makeup-y stuff. This is my last skincare product. This is the Dermalogica Skin Hydrating Mask. This stuff is fantastic if you have really dry skin, which, like I mentioned earlier, I did for quite some time this month. So this I use 2 ways. As an actual mask, where I put it on really nice and thick and I just walk around with a goopy face. It's great. Or I use this as a night cream. So I will put this on after I've done all of my skincare. I put a layer of this on and then I go to bed and I'd sleep in it. Of course, don't put it on thick. You don't want to be like smushing this stuff on your bed sheets or your pillows. Use it like a moisturizer. Leave it on overnight. It doesn't break me out. It hydrates beautifully. This can be a little bit stingy on the sensitive skin. Okay, so I don't usually have particularly sensitive skin. It doesn't usually cause me an issue, but when I was going through the peak of my skin shedding, this was a little bit stingy. Now I don't mind that. I can put up with it. It wasn't excruciating, but just I feel like I need to say it just in case you got really dry sensitive skin. You're like, I'm gonna give that a go. Maybe see if you can get a sample. One thing I will say about Dermalogica, if you go to discuss a skin concern with them and you are concerned about, like, I've got sensitive skin and I'm worried this is gonna sting me, they're really likely to give you a little sample to try it out, to see how you go with it. So love Dermalogica, they're fantastic, and that product is a fave of mine. Okay, this is the last thing before the makeups. This is the Artistic Gloss Soak Off Glossing Gel. It's a top coat, it's a gel top coat. So there's still a tiny bit in here, but it's really hard to get to. I've got to do one of these, and then like, and you can probably see there's not much on there, not much at all. So I was like, look, I have other top coats. I don't need to be scraping the bottom of the barrel trying to get this out. I don't need to do that to myself. Also, I have tainted this with glitter. Okay, makeup. All right, Smashbox Primer Water. This was in my project pan. I Smashboxed this out of the park. It was great. I fucking love this stuff. If I did not have 2 of the full sizes of this, I would be buying it right now, or I would have brought it when I finished this, because I love this stuff. So I use this as a primer water. It's great. It doesn't like screw up the makeup, and I actually think it does just a little something to the application of the makeup. I don't know what it is, but I really liked my makeup every day, like my base makeup every day that I used this. I also use this to set my face. You can like spray it straight on, or I would spray it onto a sponge and then press it into my face. If I had particularly dry patches like up here, or I wanted to rehydrate those areas of a set base before I went in with a highlighter, I'd do it with this on a sponge, wet it down, let it dry, go in with the highlighter, and then even go in with a wet sponge with this stuff over the highlighter to bring it out even more. Never fucked up my makeup once. I loved it. It was so good. I've got Serene Greens and Centering Citrus. I'm going to use them, and then I will buy more of whatever. I don't know. Fucking stay in my life forever, sweet child. Lash glue. This is it D.UP? I think it's D.UP. D.UP Eyelashes Fixer. This is limited edition packaging. It was a collaboration with someone named Roller, I believe, and this is just like it's a lash glue. I can't open it, help me. This is why I decided that this product was at the end of its life, not because it's completely empty, but because it's getting really goopy and hard to open. So you know, that's a problem with lash glue. It happens. This D.UP brand is my fave. Like, I fucking love this shit. It's so good. I've used the black one, which dries black, and I have used the white one, which dries clear. The black one is my favorite. I am now all out of D.UP lash glue, and I've got a couple of little ones that I'm using. I've got some like 1,000 hour ones, and I don't know, another brand. And I'm gonna use them, but when it comes to me purchasing lash glue for my stash, it's only ever gonna be D.UP, and it's most likely going to be the black one, because usually I wear a wing liner, so when I'm sticking lashes on, I don't mind if the the glue is black and dries black. I probably would always keep a clear one in rotation somewhere, but yeah, the black one's my fave. This one's still just as good. It's just a personal preference with the color. This is an Inglot 328 eyeshadow. This is the eyeshadow that I use to set like whatever I'm putting on my eye to sort of hold in my eyeshadows. I take this and I set between my crease and my brow so that any mattes that I put over that area, they blend really easily and smoothly, and yeah, it's my thing. It's the way I like to do my makeup. And this is the color that I always buy. 328, it's like it's a nude shade, basically the same color as my skin. Nude, yellow undertones. Yeah, I like it. And I've got backups galore. My last product is the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer. This is in 30 light medium. This is actually the camouflaging concealer, and I say that because it's gonna be I feel important to what I want to talk about when it comes to this product. So I've been using this product primarily as my concealing product for both everyday use and filming. For everyday use, it's fine. I just spat, sorry about that. For filming, I actually don't think it looks that great. I tend to use concealer under my eyes, around my nostrils where I get redness, and on my chin where I have basically some like acne damage that's still taking a really long time to heal up. And under the eyes I've got like the dark circles, and you can see they're accentuated by this gorgeous blue eyeshadow. Thanks, Pat McGrath. So usually what I would do is I take my concealer and I put it on before my foundation to help cover up like excess redness or discoloration and stuff like that, and then I go in with my foundation. So I've got a nice thin layer of foundation covering my skin that's quite healthy and looks pretty good anyway, and then I've got an extra layer where I need it, so I'm not like caking on the foundation, because now that I'm getting older, that doesn't look so good. My skin can't handle it. And I just found with this concealer, during the day, if I'm just going to the supermarket or whatever, it's fine. Like, it's okay. But when I'm sitting down to film, it just doesn't quite hit the mark of coverage that I need in these spots. Like, it just doesn't. And I mean, I can see it in my little viewfinder. Basically this whole section of my face looks like it needs a little bit more. Needs a little bit more coverage. And that is typically what I use a concealer for, to like give me the extra coverage in these areas. And then I go in with my foundation. It's one flat color. I set it with a powder, and then I go in with, like, you know, blush and bronzer and highlight to bring dimension back to the face. This doesn't cut it for me, unfortunately. I do, however, have another one of these in my drawer. It is in the shade, I don't know, it's the next shade up, so it's slightly darker. I'm gonna hold on to it and potentially use it. Like, now it's a good color for me. This is actually too light for me. It's a good color for me now, so I'm gonna use it a little bit now, and then probably save it for next summer because it's unopened, so it'll survive a year. But yeah, this is not something that I would repurchase, which is essentially why I just told a 4-hour story about why this isn't great, to point out that I wouldn't repurchase it. However, favorite concealers are actually from Maybelline, Instant Age Rewind and the Fit Me. They are like my faves, my holy grail faves. So, you know, it's just, this one didn't quite hit the mark, but a lot of their other products do. So there we go. All right, I'm gonna go. Feel free to leave a comment about anything that you saw in this video. Did you find a boobie moisturizer that really helped the boobies? Do your kids go through fun? Like, I don't know, what do people go through quickly? Or have you tried this and think it's amazing? I will say something that's not right about this, not right at all, is the smell. Oh my God, can I not? Oh yeah, I was gonna say I can't open it. I want to reuse it. This stuff stinks. It smells bad, but oh, I love it. I love it. I can look past the smell because my skin loves it. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know. Leave your feels down below and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.